What up, everybody? It is Ravage, your favorite Final Fantasy YouTuber that you never heard of, back here again with another Final Fantasy Universes Beyond Commander showcase. This one, I'm going to be using my Aerith Selesnya Reanimator deck. And yeah, I just gave you guys a description, so let's get into it, and then we'll do a deck profile after. Alright, let's start it up. I'm going for... Oh, hey, I can't see my hand. Okay, great game, guys. I don't know if I wanted to keep it or not. I hate when that glitch happens. Alright, so we are back on MTG Forge. I forgot to say that. Oh, well. This hand fucking sucks. Like, this hand absolutely sucks. I can use Rosy Cotton with Eldritch Evolution to go for any 5-drop, but Jesus Christ, that is slow. That's somehow worse. This is somehow worse. Put Walking Ballista on the bottom. Okay, this can kind of work. We'll keep. Okay. Cavern of Souls, good card. Draw for turn. We will play a forest and play a bird and pass. Man, I wish I hadn't played like shit the first time I tried to record this. I saw a God Hand. It was a great showcase of what the deck could do. Play of Plains. We don't need Phyrexian Altar yet. It's a combo piece. Hard drawing. It's actually kind of a bummer. We'll pass turn here. It's okay. We got 3 mana on turn 2. Pretty solid acceleration, all things considered. Crawl Space. Solid card. Solid card. Draw for turn. A Johnny's Welcome. Or do I play Magus of the Order? Am I willing to sacrifice... Oh, it puts it onto the battlefield. It natural orders it. Yeah. Yeah, I think putting it onto the battlefield is absolutely worth it. So it's another green creature. I don't think... I do think... Okay. Yeah. Yeah. We play this. Pass turn. Magus of the Order is a freaking threatening card, though. So if they get rid of it, they get rid of it. I mean, she's playing red. She can bolt it. Never mind. Alright, we're good. Hey, and they Lightning Helix the Commander. Dude, these guys are terrible at threat assessment. Magus of the Order is a great card. Okay. Next, we play a Plains. We will play a Johnny's Welcome. And then we will use Magus of the Order and a green. Sacrifice Magus of the Order and the Burb to play... I forgot it sacrifices itself. We don't have any creatures in hand. Play Ewit. Grab Magus. Recycle Ewit. Yeah. Do we grab Renegade Rallier or do we grab Safi? Okay, I'm gonna grab Safi because we have more chance of drawing one of the combo pieces with her. So we'll put Safi to the battlefield and gain a life. And then we have Tef Pro online, so we will actually pass turn here. Draw 2 cards, proliferate. Put target creature card from the opponent's graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. I need to kill you because you took my Magus of the Order. Oh wait, no, it sacrifices. Okay, cool. Never mind. Okay, Lunarch Veteran's definitely not a bad card to see. We do only have 4 mana though, which is just enough to play our commander. Oh wait! Hang on, we can play our commander. What am I saying? Play Aerith, gain a life, which will immediately allow us to grab back Magus of the Order. We will end turn. Aerith grabs back Magus of the Order, and we will just do a slow grind up to combo. But combos come out of nowhere! Yeah, only if you're not paying attention. Or if you're playing CEDH, which, in that case, yeah, fair enough. But if you're playing CEDH, they're not coming out of nowhere. You know you're playing CEDH. We don't have enough mana to play Magus of the Order. We don't have enough mana to play Mages of the Order. That is a fucking bummer, dude. Okay. We will play Lunarch Veteran, gain a life. We will play Hinterland Sanctifier, gain 2 life. Hell yeah, dude. Life stonks, dude. Hell yeah, we're gaining so much life right now. This would be a lot more if it was 60 card, but this is also a really slow kind of showcase of the deck, but it's on me for getting rid of my Birds of Paradise, to be honest. Now I only get the Burbs back. Yeah, so we will end turn. Get back Birds of Paradise. I guess the purpose behind this deck is kind of a slow burn build up to a grind game. Like, it's a grindy deck. Cavern of Souls. Okay. Take control of target artifact or creature. Targeting Aerith. Damn it. Until it leaves the battlefield. Oh wait, no, I can just yeah, put her in the command zone. Fuck you. My turn. Alright, I will play a forest. I will cast the Burb or cast the Magus. I'll cast the Magus. Gain 1, gain 2, gain 3. Hell yeah, dude. And then we will pass turn there. We are living dangerously right now. Like, this is, we're playing with no protection. We're playing no anything. At the beginning of your end step, untap all lands you control. 1 damage to each opponent. Spine of Ishsa, huh? Okay. So far, my board has been left alone. Human playing Cavern of Souls. Ah, they bounced it. Okay. Captive Audience. At the beginning of your upkeep, choose one that hasn't been chosen. Your life total becomes 4. Discard your hand. Each opponent creates 5 2/2 black zombie tokens. Okay, Mage Ring Network. What puts a storage counter on it? Very cool. Okay, who is that going on? I'm willing to bet it's me. Yep, they always hit you with stuff like this. We'll choose that one. I have very few turns to get rid of that. Okay. I have to sacrifice another green creature, huh? And another green creature. Okay. Play the Burb. Gain 3. Gaining 3 life. Next, we will Magus of the Order. Yes, sack Magus of the Order. Sack Birds of Paradise. I meant to do it so Magus could come back. That's fine. Because now we get Renegade Rallier, which will reanimate the bird. Oh yeah, never mind. I did it right. We're just going to gain a fuck ton of life. And then we are going to play Phyrexian Altar. And now we have infinite mana. So what we do is we sacrifice Safi, targeting Renegade Rallier. We're going to give you so much fucking mana, dude. Next, we will Phyrexian Altar, sacrificing Renegade Rallier for a white. Safi puts it back to board. I gain a fuck ton of life. And then Renegade Rallier reanimates Safi, gaining me a lot more life. Oh wait, I win! I win this turn. This is going to be a long time though, so I'm going to fast forward through this. But yeah, we're going to Alright, so here we pay 100 life to nuke 2 people off the board. Boom! Aetherflux Reservoir is a great win condition for the deck. And now we just continue this loop until we can nuke you off the board, and then we win the game. So, be right back. Oops. Oops. Oh. My life total can't change. Alright, y'all, so I fucked up. My life total can't change, which means I cannot Phyrexian Alter WinCon this, but I can. I mean, I have everything live. They can't beat me. Why do I have Flare of Fortitude in my command zone? Alright. But either way, we will end our turn and still win next turn. What did you do? You didn't play anything. Okay. And now we win. All I do is I cast Fauna Shaman. We gain life. And then we gain more life. And then we Aetherflux, targeting you. Yes, pay 50 life and win. Boom. Alright, so that is a really bad showcase of Aerith Reanimator, but, you know, we got the reanimation loop going, which was kind of cool. And we got the Aetherflux Reservoir win con, which is really cool. So let's get into the deck profile here. So the deck profile for Aerith, if it'll go over. All right, so our creatures. Is my Walking Ballista? Is Walking Ballista not a? Oh, this is the wrong deck. Ha! Hang on. Bloopers. Beep. There we go. Okay, so we've got a Walking Ballista. Hang on, let me change the version of this. You know we gotta have the Final Fantasy Walking Ballista in a Final Fantasy deck. Boom. I said boom. Thank you. Alright, so we got Esper Sentinel, White Staple. If you're playing White, you should be playing Esper Sentinel. We got the usual lineup of Mana Dorks and Birds of Paradise, Elvish Mystic, Llanowar Elves, and Avacyn's Pilgrim. Then we have Lunarch Veteran, Soul Warden, Soul's Attendant, Hinterland Sanctifier, and, I do have Soul Warden, and Essence Warden as our Soul Sisters, along with Suture Priest, because, you know, she's good. Safi Eric's daughter, obviously, she reanimates stuff. She goes right with the deck. It's a reanimator deck primarily. Fauna Shaman discards creatures. It's Survival of the Fittest on a stick, and it's much more budget friendly than Survival of the Fittest. And again, we're a reanimator deck, so throwing stuff in the graveyard kind of helps us. Basking Broodscale. This is a combo piece that uses 1/1 counters. That is important because that's the other thing this deck does. As you can tell from Walking Ballista, we use 1/1 counters. Runic Armasaur, amazing draw power card. If you're in a color scheme with limited draw power like Selesnya, this is probably one of your best options. Next, we have E-Witness. Gives us grind game, gives us some combos. It's pseudo reanimation. I mean, it's not reanimation, but it's you grab it back from your graveyard. Then we got Renegade Rallier. He was also part of the infinite loop that you saw me do that gave me infinite mana and infinite life gain with that setup. Kind of self-explanatory. He reanimates stuff. Spike Feeder. This card's really cool because, with 1/1 counters, it gives me infinite life gain. And with that life gain, I can, Death Star somebody off the board with, excuse me, with Aetherflux Reservoir. And with Archangel of Thune here, gets kind of ridiculous kind of quick. Next, we've got Rosie Cotton of South Lane. She is a combo piece. Rosie enters the battlefield, creates a token. Whenever you create a token, you put a 1/1 counter on a creature. Boy, I'm sure glad I don't have any creatures that benefit from 1/1 counters. Basking Broodscale will create us an Eldrazi spawn token, which, infinite Eldrazi spawn tokens, so infinite colorless mana seems kind of good. Scurry Oak, Scurry Oak, abuses 1/1 counters. It also goes infinite with Rosie. It also goes infinite with Archangel of Thune. Then we've got Aerith. She stays in for flavor mostly, but she also abuses the hell out of life gain and uses 1/1 counters, so she's right on par with the deck. Heliod. He's like a backup Archangel of Thune, pretty much. Plus, he gives my stuff lifelink, which gives me a ridiculous amount of life gain. And yeah, that's pretty good. This is a deck that I whip out against players who are like, we don't play with commander damage. I'm like, oh, bet! And then I just play infinite life gain, and they're like, oh, now we're playing with commander damage. And I'm like, no, it was established before the game started that we're not playing with commander damage, so now we're not playing with commander damage. Y'all got infect? Because I can't stand players who are like, I hate commander damage. I'm like, dude, commander damage is such a necessity in the format. Anyway, then we've got Elvish Piper, cheats stuff out. Same with Ovia, because we do have some big boys over here. It just speeds us up. Magus of the Order, it's natural order on a stick. Really good card, keeps consistency. Emil gives us he does have infinite loops, but he gives us additional ETBs for the grind game as well. Archangel of Thune, we gain life and put 1/1 counters on every creature we control. It's really good. Next, we have Karmic Guide. It reanimates things. It doesn't need much more than that. Herd Baloth also goes infinite with Rosie, goes infinite with Heliod. Goes infinite with Heliod and a Soul Sister. Is a combo piece with Archangel of Thune, is a combo piece with Spike Feeder. You know, it does a lot. Oh, I guess not Spike Feeder. That's a lie. But still, 1/1 counters go crazy on this thing. Angel of Indemnity. Reanimates something mana value 4 or greater when it enters the battlefield. Has Encore. Great card. Soul of the Harvest. Draw power. Amazing draw power, in fact. Especially with cards like Elvish Piper and Ovia that let you cheat out your big boys for free. And especially in stuff that reanimates. If you get the Reanimator loop with Safi and Renegade Rallier and a sack outlet, as well as Soul of the Harvest, you win the game. That is infinite mana and infinite draw. You will either hit Walking Ballista, or you will hit your Soul Sisters and Aetherflux Reservoir. It's also you may draw a card, so you will not run out of cards in your deck. Sun Titan, great card. I love this card. I look for any excuse to run it just because of its art, and guess what? It reanimates stuff and goes infinite with Safi if you have a sack outlet. Protean Hulk. Great card. It's a borderline green staple for me, but in Reanimator like this, it is ridiculous how fast you can get to your win condition with a Protean Hulk and something like Eldritch Evolution or, God forbid, Phyrexian Altar. Anything to get this off the board nets you so much positivity. Next, we have the Cloud-Sea Djinn, aka Nyxbloom Ancient. This card will probably get cut eventually. Cards like this are really win more cards once your deck really gets refined and well constructed. But again, with cards like Ovia and Elvish Piper that just cheat this guy out, he can be really good. He is not always a play and then do nothing card. Next, we have Mana Vault, Soul Ring, and Arcane Signet, our typical suspects for Mana Rocks. Nothing to see here. A Johnny's Welcome, another Soul Sister effect. Nature's Claim, really good removal spell. Swords to Plowshares, really good removal spell. Sylvan Library, great draw power, especially in a deck like this that has a lot of life gain. I don't care anywhere near as much about having to pay for life for each extra card that I have. Eladamri's Call. Self-explanatory. This card's broken. Heroic Intervention, borderline green staple. This card's amazing. Altar of Bone. It's Eladamri's Call that sacrifices a creature, and in this deck, that's borderline an upside. Nature's Lore. Okay. Time of Need. Searches a legendary creature. Really good. Card is good. Winds of Abandon. This card is a great spot removal in the early game. Great board wipe in the late game. Phyrexian Altar. You saw what it did. Aura Shards. This card goes crazy with the Phyrexian Altar loop. This card also just goes crazy. Like, Aura shards will lock people out of the game. This wins games. This runs tables. There's a reason it's a $17 card. Beast Within, one of the best removal spells in the color scheme. It destroys any permanent. You can wipe a land with this. Teferi's Protection, white staple. If you're playing white, you are probably playing Tef Pro. Cultivate. It's in here because Aerith is on the art. I'm not gonna lie to you. It doesn't do anything else. I mean, it ramps me. It's a good card, but it's in here because Aerith is on the art. Eldritch Evolution. Combos with Protean Hulk to go absolutely insane. It also just gets me to my combo pieces and puts stuff in my graveyard. Really good. Flare of Cultivation. Puts stuff in my graveyard and cultivates. Great card. It's a 0-drop. 0-drop mana ramp is good. Aetherflux Reservoir. Another win condition in the deck for when you go infinite and you want to win that turn. That was a struggle I kept having with this deck. At one point I tried Helix Pinnacle, but Helix Pinnacle requires you to wait until your next upkeep anyway. Same thing with Test of Endurance and Better Test of Endurance. I forget the name of that creature. But all those require you to wait until your next upkeep. Chances are those cards are going to get removed before your next upkeep if they are a win condition. Aetherflux Reservoir wins you on the spot if you are, or wins you the game on the spot if you are infinite. Same with Walking Ballista. Walking Ballista, as long as you get infinite 1/1 counters going off of Archangel of Thune or Heliod, you win the game. Or if you go infinite mana with Rosie and Basilisk, and you play Ballista for 1,000,000 or something, I don't know, you win. Birthing Pod. I don't know why it's this art in here, but sure. Goes crazy with Protean Hulk, gets us to everything in the deck. We have stuff in every mana cost here, and it goes nuts. This card's crazy, this card's good, builds our graveyard, gets us to a win condition. The Guardian Project. Mandatory card draw. You can card yourself out with this one, but it is still a great card if you're trying to dig for something. Just be careful when you go infinite. You can cut this card if you're afraid of going infinite. Smothering Tithe. White staple. If you're playing white, you play this. It's just good. Ignore my Shoko deck that's not playing it. I'm playing a color scheme that doesn't need it. Trouble in Pairs. As far as I know, this is also known as Trouble in Stolen Art because the art on it was allegedly stolen. That's what I heard through the grapevine anyway. Great card. It's better than Mangara. I think the biggest weakness is it is more susceptible to removal than Mangara, at least typically. But this card, especially at a table game, will net you all kinds of card draw. Really good card. Flare of Fortitude. It's a 0-drop diet. It's a 0-drop Teferi's Protection at home. Not much else to say here. This is Teferi's Protection at home, and it's a 0-drop. Force of Vigor. 0-drop, double piece of spot removal. Really good card. Natural Order. We already saw it with Mages of the Order. This card just helps consistency, builds our graveyard, and gets us to win conditions. The Great Henge. If you go infinite with Brooding Basilisk or whatever it is, a Greater Brood Scale, Basking Brood Scale, that's what it is, Basking Brood Scale, or anything that gets your creatures big with 1/1 counters, the Great Henge becomes a 2-drop, and it is really good draw power. However, it is also mandatory draw power, so once again, be careful playing this card. I would not say this card can come out, though, because it's also a mana rock that gains you life. So, good card. Lands. If you're in green, play Boseiju. This card is broken, okay? This card should go in every green mana base because it is an instant speed piece of spot removal as well as a land. Ancient Tomb. Because I have Ancient Tomb, this card's a staple in any commander deck I build. This one, it especially benefits from because of all the life gain. You gain a ton of life, so who cares that it deals 2 damage to you? This thing's a 0-drop Soul Ring. It just costs you your land for turn. Canopy Vista. Good card. Command Tower. Good card. Lush Portico. Can build our graveyard. If there's something on top of our deck that we either don't want or that we'd rather have in our graveyard, Lush Portico helps do that. Ghost Quarter. Kind of a commander staple for me. I like land destruction. I just don't like mass land destruction. I think that is bitch made. But if somebody's playing stuff like Nykthos Shrine to Nyx, or you have a really sweaty player who has a Gaia's Cradle that's an actual Gaia's Cradle and they didn't proxy it, you can blow it up with your little like 30-cent land and watch as their $1,000-something land gets destroyed, and it's hilarious. Sunpetal Grove. Enters tapped unless you control a forest or a plains. Just a good card. Temple Garden. Shocklands are good. Strip Mine, the OG Destruction Land. I like this card. And then the rest are basic lands. So that is the deck profile. What do you guys think could come out? What do you think could make it better, make it faster? Remember, I am not trying to go CEDH. That is why there are cards in here for flavor specifically, like Cultivate. But yeah. What do you guys think could make it better? What would you suggest to put in? What would you suggest to take out? Let me know in the comments down below. But I've been Ravage, your favorite Final Fantasy YouTuber you never heard of, and this has been my Aerith Reanimator Showcase. Peace.